Hey guys, welcome to Express tutorial. Actually, because of some title, it took me around 2 minutes to post the second video on Express tutorial. So let's move on quickly to recap what we have learned in the last video. It was like I was rendering the index page. It means like I have created in app.js file. I have told you regarding the app.js file. Now in app.js file what is different type of dependencies and how to import different type of dependencies, what is this index router, and regarding the routing I have told you regarding the routing and all. So let's quickly move on to port. It means like suppose I create a port that is constant port is equals to. Now I can use the process port process.env.port in case if you want to create one, or else I can use 9000 port. Okay, now I want it to listen, so I will say app.listen and it will start listening what I want to listen, that is port, and then it can accept a callback in order to identify that whether it is listening or not. So let's quickly do a console.log of yes, or server is running on port, and then comma I will give port. Okay, so let us quickly check that what actually it is returning. So as I'm in the project directory, I'll type nodemon. We know that nodemon is basically a file watcher which identifies the changes within a file. It means like if there is any changes in the file, so it will identify that changes and we don't have to keep on stopping and running the server. It means like it will identify the change and it can then restart the server automatically. So we have nodemon space the change in file name app.js. Okay, so we are getting server is running on port number 9000. So when we will open that particular port, it means like suppose if we are going to open localhost port number 9000, I can see that Express, welcome to Express. In the last video, I have shown you like this Express and welcome to. I have shown you till here. It means like Express and welcome to Express. So let's give a quick recap on this. That from where actually this Express, welcome to Express is coming. So as we can see that it means like what is happening when we are calling this. It means like when we have a routing slash, it means that blank route slash route. Okay, so what does that mean, this slash route mean? The slash route means that it is basically navigating to uh, route slash index.js file. There it is getting the slash and it is rendering the index page. Okay, it is rendering the index page means like it is going to index.hps. Okay, as I'm using the template engine as handlebars here, HBS here. It means like while creating the application, you will get the you will get the option that what type of template engine you want to use. It means like whether it is a handlebar or you want to use Jet or you want to use Bug or different type of template engines. So I have chosen HBS. You can choose accordingly. Okay. So what will happen that when it will hit this particular route, slash route, it means like no route is there, slash is there. So it will render the index page. It means like it will render the index page means what? It means that it will navigate to app.js file here. Okay, it will navigate to app.js file here. It will go for the current directory. This represents the current directory slash views. So this will be a view, our view directory here, and view engine is HBS. So view directory, and then it will render the file name. It means like index.hbs. So in the index.hbs, what we are seeing that it is title and welcome to title. So from where actually this title is coming? This title is coming from here. It means like we are we are sending this as a key title express. So it is just moving to view with title as a param. So we can access the title property here. It means like express and welcome to express. We can change it anytime. It means like suppose if we want instead of express, I want YouTube or something like this. Okay. YouTube. Then we can access this. It means like as I have told you that it detects the changes automatically. So once we will navigate to the browser and reload it, so we can see that it will be YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. So actually, this is how we this is how we render the particular. It means like title within the HTML page. Within the HTML page, this that is this page. Okay. So once we will let us do a control U. It means like let's find out the source code of this particular file. We can see that there is HTML, head, title, and then we have link, these all things. But we can see that within this particular page, we have just this H1 and we have just this paragraph, welcome to particular title. So from where the rest of the code is coming. So actually, the rest code is coming from this particular segment. Here we have layout.hvs. By default, it accepts the layout.handlebars as our default layout. Okay, so we have our default layout as yeah. So we have our default layout that is being mentioned in layout.hbs, and in layout.hbs we can see that there is the body. So our index.hbs file, it means like this index.hbs file, it basically renders to which page? It basically renders here within the body part of this. It means like when you will mention a particular file name as layout.hps, it will default identify it as layout and render rest of the pages within that particular layout. Okay, so so this is how basically we can use the particular layout. So we will create everything. It means that we will create a login form, we will create a entire project here. But before that, actually, we need to understand the response, request, and everything. That how actually this rendering is happening and everything out there. So let's move on to this particular part. Okay. So let us understand this request. What is this request? And it means like what is the use of this particular request? Request is basically, it means like when you are requesting something. When you are requesting something, we are using the request. It means like suppose uh, if we are using suppose query or something, then we will get we will get the particular query within the request. It means like you are requesting something from a particular URL that I'm requesting you to take this username and take this password, and in return you you give me the details of the user. So that is request. Okay, if you want to see, then suppose we have a query param. So I want to know what is the query param of a particular request. So let us understand the request more in more detail. So suppose I am returning return response dot status 200 dot json, and then I will do replace dot query. Then let's see what is the required output that we are getting from here. So as we know that this is our page. Okay, now here what we are gonna do, we will reload this particular page. We are getting nothing but an empty object because we haven't requested any query. Okay. Now suppose if I request test equals to hello, then in return we are going to get test hello. So this is our response while this is our request. It means like this was our request and this was our response. Okay, that we are getting it back after requesting something. With whom we are requesting? We are requesting it from server and server is returning some response here. So we have requested test as a key and hello as a parent, hello as a value of that particular key, and we are getting response of what we have requested. We can put an and here and details equals to test. Okay, so we are getting here details as test. Okay, so this is what actually request and response is. Okay, so next is basically it means like you can say it is a type of kind of middleware where what is happening within the next. It means it is telling that okay I am you can use it in the middleware like suppose for authenticating the particular user. It means like if there is certain user you want to authenticate that particular user, then you can use next. Okay, uh, I'll provide you more details regarding the next in the next lecture. Right now, it means like you can understand that suppose you are getting some JWT token, you have parsed that particular token and you found out that it is a valid token, then you want to use the APIs, then you can use the next, otherwise halt it for there. It means like it is basically like uh, okay, I am permitting you to move to the next particular middleware for particular uh, means like queries or for particular things that you want to perform for particular action that you want to perform. Okay, yeah. So basically now what we will do, we will design a login form. Okay, so we will design a login form. Is what will be the goal of our login form will be to, it means like get the particular username and password. It means like we will save the username and password, and on login we will show the detail of the particular user. It means like who have uh, means like log in using his username and password. First of all, we will provide him a form for registration, and then after registration, he will do a certain login. And on login, they will redirect back to the details page. It means like where it will show the username, password, full name, and all the entire details regarding the user. Okay. So let so what I'll do, this will be like of the entire project will be of 15 lectures where I will create a basic social media type platform where that means like user can send message to another user, user can send friend request to a certain user where another user can accept that particular friend request, and means like these all functionalities will be there. It means like I, as a user, can send request to another user, and another user can accept the request. Then they will both will get uh, means like options of messaging and texting each other. So this will be a platform. Okay. Let us move to our view part. In the view part, I'll create a new directory here. I'll say authentication. Create a new file. Register.hps. So in register part, I'll do h1 I'll space equal to folder authentication slash register authentication slash register then comma title mention the title to be here we have our register page and we have register now register. So we are getting the register page. So okay, in the next video I will design this register page and I will show how to register a particular user and how to means like post the particular I will insert a form here and within that particular form I will send the particular value to the post request. I will create a post request for registering of the user and there I will send entire data form and then I will save it in the database. That's all for this video. Let's move to next video and I'll show you how to register a particular unit. Thank you.